Kasparov as a white and Petr Leko as a black. That's our heroes of this video, and I'm going to show you one of the most exciting game of Kasparov. Kasparov once said that he believed that this game is one of his best ever, and that's the reason why we are watching this video right now and why we are going to watch this game. Kasparov as a white and Petr Leko as a black. My name is Petr Koutný and I believe that you are going to watch and see exciting chess games. So if I'm right, feel free and press like or press follow and follow our YouTube chess channel. Thank you very much, and let's come back because we are exactly in the first interesting position. After black's move short castle, that's a possibility. Say white is playing typical Spanish move c3 to play move d5 and to enter martial defense or martial attack, and martial attack is a famous attack. Unfortunately, at the end, for super strong chess player, that's a draw. And Kasparov is not playing for draw. Kasparov every time plays for win, and he decided to play anti-martial. And one of the most famous anti-martial lines is move a4. So he is avoiding martial gambit, and maybe we are going to watch neatly Spanish defense and some kind of martial defense. Okay, bishop d, bishop b7, d3, d6, and now of course, like in every Spanish opening or like in every Spanish line in chess, of course this light squares bishop is really the most important white piece. So be careful if you are playing Spanish, and be careful about this bishop. So take care about your pieces, because if you are going to take care about your pieces one day will take care about you, and that's exactly the story of this game. Think about your pieces and do your best to place your pieces to the best squares. And if you are going to find the best squares for your pieces, you are able to play like a Kasparov, because your pieces, that's the reason why you are playing for victory or why we are losing. So knight d2 and knight a5. Without any doubt, we understand now why white played bishop a2, c5 and knight f1. Of course, typical position in, say, closed Spanish line, and still I believe that white is doing his best to find the better squares for his minor pieces, and that's the plan of this position, and that's sometimes the most important plan in our chess games, to find a job for our pieces. So knight e3 makes sense, and h6, bishop d2. So after two moves, white was able to bring knight and bishop to game, and now black decided to play move c4. c4 is not the best move, maybe stronger move. It was knight c6, and of course to be careful and to play a solid position, because sometimes knight on the ring, knight in the edge is not the best piece at all. So bishop d2, and black is keeping this knight on a5, so that's maybe too risky in the beginning of this game. So but now black played c4 move, and he's playing for counter attack, or he is the first who is attacking white's position. So this is a big issue if this move is correct or if this move is not correct, because if this move is not correct, black will face big difficulties. Bishop c3 makes sense. Of course, white is not taking on c4 because he will lose one day maybe the most important pawn on e4. So of course this exchange is not nice for white, and white played bishop c3, and it was another piece improvement, piece by piece, time by time, move by move. White is only improving his pieces, and that's exactly how to play chess, and that's exactly the best way how to improve our chess, to think about our pieces and to improve our pieces. What now happened? If black is taking on d3, I think that white's minor pieces looks better placed than black's pieces. And I believe, and I do believe, that you that you agree with me. So for this reason, Black is not going to take this pawn now on d3, and he played queen b6. Maybe the threat is to play b4. Knight d2 is going to stop this threat for a while, and say now b4. It's losing a pawn on c4 because there's an attack not only knight on a5, but the most important after this capture, it will be black queen on b6 under attack once or twice. So b4 move doesn't work at all. And now knight c6. Yes, let's speak about this position one more time. Just imagine that black is taking on d3. Okay, and now b4. One knight on c4, exchange, and bishop d2, and still I believe that here white is better. Why? White is better? Because white has a better pieces, and now maybe one day he will play maybe rook c1 and bishop e3, d4, maybe f4. So white has a big room for improvement, and black is maybe passive. So just think about this move knight a5 as well. So even here is option to win two bishops advantage. And at the end, this position is nice to white and not such a nice for black. So let's come back, and after knight d2, what's happened? Knight c6, but that's like move back. And if black is going back, he is not going forward, and that means white has chance to be active. If your opponent is going back, just go forward and be active. And of course, Gary played a knight d5, and knight in the center is beautifully placed, doing a great job, and it's attacking knight, bishop, and queen on b6. And okay, if just a variation, black is going queen d8, he's losing pawn on c4. And just imagine that you are playing against Gary Kasparov and you're losing pawn. That means you're losing a game. So that's a bad variation, of course. And black decided to take on d5. Of course, this knight is super strong and makes sense to exchange this knight. And now what to play? Knight d4 or knight a5? That's the two variations, and Leko played knight a5. So we have chance to see variation knight d4. Why Leko was not decided or not happy to play knight d4? Still about everything is about pawn on c4. I think that b4 makes sense. Exchange, and knight e4. And after queen exchange, it will be still the same picture. Let's watch white pieces. Let's watch a white activity, white pawn, and now let's everything compared with a black position. That's not surprised that white is better and maybe is much more better than black. You know, that's everything about our pieces. And one more time, take care about your pieces, because at the end, your pieces will take care about you. That's the best way how to be better chess player. Every time think about your pieces and pawns, and that's it. And you are super strong chess player. So for this reason, Leko was not happy to play this variation, and for this reason we are here, because black played knight a5. And okay, now Gary decided to exchange this knight. Or maybe it was not bad at all. At least it was interesting to took on c4, and even here white has advantage. Why? Say b4, c5, that's a nice, knight e4, that's nice, and bishop d2. So here in this variation, the difference between this variation and a variation which we are going to see is that white still has two bishops, and strong players believe in two bishops, so they are not happy to exchange two bishops for nothing. So maybe this was a nice variation and maybe nice lecture how to take care about our bishop, but Gary took and he played a simple chess, and now he took on c4. The best answer here is to play move b4, queen f3 with an advantage for white, but because black has 2 bishops and the power of 2 bishops is huge, or the bigger in the endgame, I believe that black has a chance to survive or at the end to play off for victory. Even here is the worst, but he missed. And he played big blunder. That's not a blunder like black is losing a queen or piece, but that's a blunder because after this move, black will not have chance. Since now till end, Garry Kasparov is going to play without any mistake, without any mercy. Black has no chance, and if black will resign here, nothing changed at the end because Garry Kasparov is going to win. But let's watch this game how. c5, beautiful move. And what to play? Say that maybe black will take this pawn. Why not? d6, another pawn, and bishop f7 is white winning because it's not losing on f7 bishop. White is winning, of course, this queen on a4. So this queen on a4, it's maybe after move c5 and attack, and black has to be careful. So maybe the best move here, it's a queen h4 or b4. Yes, it's important to leave this danger zone, and still Garry is playing for advantage. Mistake is to play move c6 because of bishop c8, and even here white's got advantage. This move is not the best. So the best move, it was knight e4, and white is improving his pieces, and he is going to show black that the difference between 2 chess players is exactly in their pieces. One more time, let's check this move. Why is not good enough to win another pawn? Because of c3 and rook e2 and d6, and this position still has the same idea, to take on f7 and to win this queen on a3. Yes, black has to be careful, and this queen on b4 or a4 is misplaced, and maybe because of this queen, and maybe because of threats to black's queen, black has to be careful, and black has not time to play his chess. But he has to be careful not to lose his queen and not to lose a game. So now black won another pawn, okay, on exchange, and now what to play? Bishop h4. That sounds like aggressive move, but of course, why not to play g3 in this variation, and c3. Threat is, of course, rook e2. f5. Rook e2 threat, and bishop b3 another threat, and of course that's not a threat, that's again black's queen is lost for maybe 1 or 2 pieces, but still this position is simply won for white. There is no compensation, there is no attack, and there is no threats or something for a missing queen. So okay, let's come back because we are enjoying a really exciting game. Bishop f8 happened, so our variation, it was bishop h4, but bishop f8 happened, and now c3, the same threat. Maybe rook e2 and d7, d6, and then white should win black's queen. So what to play here? f5 happened and d7, and I think the rest is a simple check. And now knight c5. Okay, now Garry is attacking bishop on b7, and I think that black pieces are misplaced. You know, they are not working together. They are not like team of black pieces. They are not like army. They are like everybody is playing something different. You know, black's bishop is playing a different game than black's rooks. And what to say about black's queen? That's another story, and for this reason white is of course winning. And that's nice to watch these 2 pawns or 1 double pawn, because these pawns are strong enough to give blacks big problems. So too many threats and too many issues. Bishop c6 and knight d3. What about black's queen? Black took on c3 and white managed to open a position. And that's exactly the best way how to play game. If you believe that your pieces are stronger than your opponent pieces, the best way how to win your game and the best way how to play like super strong chess master is to open position. In open position, your stronger pieces are much more stronger than your opponent's bad pieces, and different is not such huge in a closed position, but in open position that's a huge difference. And if you don't believe me, so let's see these 2 pieces and the difference between knight on e5 and say bishop on f8 is huge. And the same story is about another bishops, a2, c6, that's the same story. Rook and rooks. So this rook is on open file, and this rook should enjoy lifts or another space, another threats. And of course, this queen looks like is strong, is doing a good job, but it's alone. It's alone and maybe it's weak, because this queen will be sooner or later under attack. The difference between white pieces and black pieces is the reason why black is losing this game and white is winning another nice and amazing game. Okay, bishop e4, check on f7 and knight g5. That's a nice. Of course, just to take this knight is a checkmate in 1. That's a mistake, and Leko played king h8. 1 pawn is down and queen d5. So how to stop the checkmate on g8? And one more time, let's enjoy the difference. The difference between white pieces and black pieces. That's absolutely huge difference, and the best lecture how to play chess and how to be better chess player, because pieces are the best ticket for us to be better chess player. Okay, check on g8, check on f7 and bishop d5. That's game over. And of course, black is not enjoying to play this position till checkmate. Here, for example, is check on e6, on f7. Here is the rook, maybe c1, e3, g3, and black's king on f6 will not survive. That's a sad story for black, because, I can't remember any move of this rook. I maybe could remember only 1 move of this rook, and to play without 2 rooks against Garry Kasparov, it's enough. Oh, it's not enough, maybe. So I hope that you enjoyed this game, and I hope that you enjoyed my commentary. If yes, feel free and made my day, and press follow and follow and follow and follow our YouTube chess channel, because it will give us energy to make another videos for you. Hopefully you enjoyed. I believe that I will see you soon in our another YouTube chess video, and I will speak about another nice and beautiful, maybe exciting or immortal chess game. So let's see each other next time. Thank you very much for watching, and hopefully see you soon. Bye bye.